You know, this is probably extremely fast, and, I've been sitting on this Destiny video now for quite some time because I didn't want to post it, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm correct. That was my main thing. I don't know if I'm 100% sure about the Access Pass. But Jim Sterling's right. Steam, YouTube, all the stuff they're doing, saying it's up to the users. Well, since I'm not the one creating Destiny, you can't blame me if I'm wrong. If you're mad at me, and you yell at me, and you attack me for it, you're trying to censor me. That is the big thing, okay? You get that straight right now. Anything, if I get it wrong in this video, and if I'm incorrect about anything, and you yell at me, and you blame me, blah blah blah, you're trying to censor me.
Which feels a bit too close to censorship for my liking. If you're not familiar with censorship, and you really should because it's an important issue for hip young adults like me, it's when you can't say or do anything you want wherever you want, regardless of context or best practices or human decency. Who gives a shit about any of those oppressive concepts? Am I right, my fellow vital young adults?
Alright, I want to get that clear right now. I am not responsible for other people's content that I record and talk over. It is their fault if something's wrong. It's not me. If you yell at me, you're just censoring me. But I don't have to have quality control on this channel. I don't need to, pretty much what Jim Sterling said. If you haven't seen his most recent video, and there's thunder going on, I'm sorry, I can't stop that. If you haven't seen his most recent video about what the industry is doing, what Steam and YouTube have been doing, yeah, you, go look at that. Definitely go check it out now, because, it's true.
In advance, I'd like to say I'm sorry if you're offended, and if there are enough complaints to get a mention on the No, I'll maybe look at what I published and take it down. I just want you to know that we are always reviewing our policy and hear your concerns.
Hear your concerns?
Speaking of new policy, our science reveals that keeping this show free of advertising just ain't working for the YouTube community as a whole. That's always important. And if you would like me to be transparent about my algorithms and the decisions I've made without warning my viewers, you can go fuck yourself, quite frankly.
Sometimes I feel like I was born with a leak, and any goodness I started with just slowly spilled out of me, and now it's all gone, and I'll never get it back in me. It's too late. Life is a series of closing doors, isn't it?
Another DLC. Kind of makes me want to see what the future is, but... Oh wow, I got something different. But let's go ahead and show you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Now what's that? That's a speeder? Holy fuck. Damn, of course. It's way more bright dust than I'll ever be able to afford unless I've saved it forever. Let's take a look at this shit system. Now you can... I've only been able to roll the dice twice. And the thing resets. Expires in 6 days. I did it yesterday and it reset already since yesterday. So it doesn't do it in 6 days. Since I've seen this, and since I got my one free go, it's going to reset now 2 times in the next 30 minutes. Yesterday I did it once for my one free time, and then I got another one when I hit max level. So no, the game hasn't been very generous with this. This doesn't fix the system. If anything, this just makes people want to pay more, so they don't have to use these anymore. And they can rely on this to get something actually fucking that they haven't already gotten. You see, this doesn't fix anything. This is actually a system to make people want to spend more money. And if anything, it's making people want to spend more money even more, because I believe, if I'm correct, this is the only thing that has a chance of no doubles. But meanwhile, these have chances of duplicates. You know? this is the same price as one of these in silver. So why would you go with the non-duplicate option, you know? But at the same time, it's just like, you know, I would really like to be able to just choose what I fucking want, but it's Destiny.
Come
We
see me
can't
again,
expect
Guardian.
that.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, sir. Oh, virgin sock? Ooh la la.
Yes, the elastic on it stretched, so...
It's not a foot sock anymore.
Indeed.
I have the scriptures, Rabbi Glaberman.
Thank you.
Printing out a picture of your dad's associate Susan was a stroke of genius.
Who knew a kid could just join LinkedIn?
Not I. Now pull your bud.
First, I must shield the eyes of the innocent.
You're a decent man. Yeah, get that special sauce.
It begins.
I think this needs... So, you got your standard edition. Does it say anything different when no, it doesn't. I don't know what the annual pass bundle is yet, but I do know the digital deluxe edition is $80. Destiny 2 game, Destiny 2 expansion 1 and 2 required to play, sold separately, so we can say out the door, or, you know, just off the wall, or whatever you want, whatever little saying you want to use. It is now okay for companies to sell us DLC for DLC. Now, if you don't already know, the first expansion kind of sucks ass, and the second one has been okay so far, but from what I hear, it's not that great. But you gotta buy both those in order to play this, so... yeah. What's this annual pass? What is this annual pass? Could you guys go into... here we go. Updates, live events available, Destiny players, Forsaken annual rewards, and then just 3 premium content release. So, if you don't get annual pass, is that content you're gonna be locked out of? Is that what that is? So if you just buy the base edition of this game, will you be locked out of this content? Wow. That's not okay. Jesus fucking, here I was thinking maybe I should come back to the game and give it some support, because they're coming out with an awesome new DLC. But fuck, you might not be able to do any of those new events, you know. Every Destiny provides bonus rewards alongside seasonal updates. Here it is. Seasonal updates and live events. Alongside seasonal updates and live events. Available to every Destiny 2 player. It's Forsaken Annual Pass alongside. So it kind of makes it seem like some of these updates and live events will not be available to those who just buy the standard-ass edition. You know? You're gonna need to get that annual pass, which is about 70 fucking bucks. Jesus fucking Christ.
No! You'll never get a cent out of me! Never! I'd rather that worm come in here right now and eat you all alive! Oh yeah. Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, it's like they're not making enough money from Eververse. You know, they're not making enough money already from fucking the loot boxes and goddamn, what the fuck is that? Overwatch? No, that's not enough. Like, Blizzard? Bro, come on. Oh, I guess this is Bungie. I don't know if Bungie is Overwatch. I don't play that. I've never played, except at friends' houses. I'm never gonna get that game because of the loot boxes, but... wow. Here I was thinking standard edition. Nope, $40. Yeah, they want another 40 goddamn bucks. And you know, that might be when I stop playing the game. When this new content comes out, that might be when I actually stop playing the game, because I don't have the money to keep throwing at video games, you know? I can't be spending this much on Destiny. Like shit. So I guess, you know, this is the elite package right here. Let's call it what it is. Video gaming is becoming the elitist packages. It's no longer fucking deluxe edition. It's the elite edition. Let's call it what it is. The we have money edition. The I pay for things edition. The I can afford this edition. So fuck you. I have money, you know? That's what these are. These are the elite editions for the fucking 1%. Or some fortunates in the middle class that save their money and spend it here and there. And you know, it's one of those things. It's like, I'm gonna have to save my money up, or just flat out drop that much on the game and go without something for a month. You know, I have to go without in order to do that. And it's kind of like, I don't want to go without for a game that just keeps begging for more money. Like, bruh, like, if I've already said I'm done with the game, but like, look where we are now. And the saddest part is, I actually wanted to come back to this game because of this DLC content. It actually looked good until this. Until this. $70 goddamn dollars is more than the original vanilla game. Wasn't it 60 on launch day? And the season pass was like 30, if I'm correct. Are we buying a whole new video game? Or are we buying more content for the game we already have? Not to mention, if this is updates included in this annual pay us elitist bundle, you know, if the updates are included, then you're also paying for them to fix the game. Something that we've been trying to get them to do for God knows how long. But what do you know? They found a way to get more money, huh? If that's what this is. They did find a way to get more money. I guess Eververse isn't doing as good as they want. Like, they're making money, but it's not enough money. So you know what? We need to find a way to fix our game, but we don't want to do it for free. That's what it is. Okay, we want to fix the game, but we don't want to do it for free. But at the same time, we don't want to seem like assholes. Like, we want to make it look like we're doing this for the people. That's the main thing. See, that's what they're doing here.
The pecs, the abs, the Johnson. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is one hot Paul Bunyan.
I've got morning wood to chop. Oh, yeah!
Damn, Paul, your sticky chest gave me blue balls.
This fall, Paul Bunyan takes on the Big Apple and swallows every bite.
I probably shouldn't just completely drop games. You know, Bliss Online has made me think. I've watched a few videos, they've made me think. Shouldn't just completely drop a game because it's complete shit. We should just keep bitching at the company and giving them shit for it, I guess, you know? I don't know. In some ways, if I don't play this game, I guess I'm out of a lot of videos because, you know, this fucking company and the controversies they do and the stupid shit they do and the fucking fact that now they're being bought out by a Chinese company and, you know, so they're going to be developing a new project, which they're also working on Destiny 3 and this new project and Destiny 2. So they're splitting up all the work between the three, unless they're just going to sell the rights to Destiny to Activision, but I believe they're in a 10-year contract, so they can't do that. I don't really know all the politics when it comes to that, but what I do know is that they've been bought out by a Chinese company. So there's also that, which means after this next bunch of DLC expansion, we might not see an influx of Destiny content for quite some time. You know, we may not even see any work done to the game. It's a possibility. I mean, there's no... Bungie said that they're going to continue working, blah, 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 you know, with Destiny. But Bungie is the type of company that says things and does something completely different. You know, they say they're listening to feedback, and then they add a system like that, which doesn't fucking solve anything. I mean, if I got things for that instead of the normal engrams every time I got the little level up after past max level, I think I might be a little happy. But unless there's like a special way to get them through gameplay that you have to do in order to retrieve, I guess, or get them, you know. Unless there's a special anything, I don't know it yet. Maybe I'll look it up, but it's one of those things that I really just don't care enough because it's the Eververse, you know. The Eververse sucks ass. No matter what way I want to look at it, the Eververse just sucks. And they haven't fixed it, and this doesn't solve anything. And you get 2 of them for free so far from my gameplay. The expansion, I mean, hitting max level gave me 1. And as soon as I jumped on, it gave me a free 1. So I haven't gotten any more. If I do, I guess I'll give a heads up, but it doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, I'm honestly just waiting for that next expansion. That next expansion, I can't lie, looks fucking amazing. I'm really hoping that the bow and arrow, isn't restricted to fucking... What is it? I'm trying to think of it. A super. I really fucking hope to Christ that they're not restricting that to a fucking super. Please let that be the new weapon type. Like, bow and arrows would be really fucking amazing to have. Like, Jesus Christ, I can only imagine how much fun I'd have with a bow and arrow. Like, seriously? That literally just, if I can get a bow and arrow, I'm happy. That's how I'm looking at it right now. And if there's bow and arrows in the next expansion, you know, the gunplay is worth it. That's the major thing. The fucking gunplay is kind of worth it. And I don't know. I'm still doing the fucking DLC, the newest one. It's not horrible, but I feel like it's wrapping up already, you know. It's like, what's-his-face was against using the weapon, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, you know, maybe we should. And yeah, power, get ready, Guardian, let's do this. Like, I hate how I should have recorded it, because those moments are like, it's like, you know, when you get your power back moment, eyes up, Guardian, or whatever the fuck he said, that moment where it's just like, oh yeah, yeah, ready to go, yeah, powered up, like, it seems like they do that a lot now in these fucking cutscenes. Like, that's like standard to the checklist. We need like a Guardian pumped up moment where the ghost pumps up the Guardian, and we're just like, are you ready? You're ready, Guardian, right? Yeah, let's do this, yeah, you know, it's just like, I can chalk that up to bad writing, but I mean, I don't know. I believe, honestly, that the fans could write better stories. I could probably write a better story if I had, like, the lore and everything at hand, so I knew what I had to fucking work with, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what to say no more. They've done some small fixes. The game isn't insanely easy anymore. I'll say that much. Coming back to the difficulty spike was pretty fun. Dying so many fucking times in the heroic strike. That was fun. It's not as easy. You can't just stand around like you used to in a heroic strike, I'd say. It's definitely a lot harder. Not to say that the enemies outside of it are harder. I mean, some areas they are. The new DLC area, the enemies are pretty strong, but everywhere else it's kind of like cakewalkish, kind of. I mean, I don't know. Doing the levels for the expansion have been pretty easy so far, except for that one wizard thing that kept summoning enemies. That was somewhat of a pain in the ass, and I almost died one time. Almost, but thanks to being a hunter, I can go invisible, and I saved my ass. Really saved my ass, but Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the writing is there. Like, there was some good writing put towards this DLC, but I also feel like I'm about to finish it, and I really hope I'm not about to finish it. And I guess, you know, since I'm going to continue playing it, I should just continue recording once I finish it, and that's the best way to know.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I read you loud and clear.
Excuse me?
Signal received.
I sent no signal.
Yeah, wink wink, I get it.
Uh-oh, Dickerus is flying too close to the sun.
But if he's right, it changes everything.
It's like when a baboon is in heat and presents its red bum so the other baboons know it's time to monkey around.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hello? The red bra? The book? I know how horny you are. And as your friend, I want to help you out by touching your boob. Maybe that's not what you wanted me to do.
No, that's not what I wanted you to do.
I just thought when I get horny, I want somebody to...
You have no idea what I want, you fucknut shitbag!
Christ, it's even recording my voice. I'm gonna give it a little bit. But to be 100%.
Shielding on that Minotaur. It'll erase your bullets like you've never fired them.
I feel like they don't even fucking test their games after changing difficulties, to be honest. We got killed in the middle of the fucking air, 2 of us, on one of those jump pads on the way to the bunch of enemies that were waiting for us. God damn it. This is heroic strikes now. This is what they've turned into. I mean, it'd be nice if you could, like, turn the difficulty things on and off, or you got to, like, choose what you fucking had to deal with, you know? I mean, it wasn't completely random, because fighting that giant eyeball, whatever the fuck, with one-hit kill melees from the enemies was not cool at all. Having to redo that boss fight 40 fucking times, because we kept getting one-hit killed by the fucking little mob boss, the little creeper things that claw you. Literally, they would wipe us out every fucking time. It was ridiculous. And it was getting to a point where it was like, I wanted to leave. I seriously feel like they don't test their game. And it's not like my gear is super low level, no. I mean, I have changed my gear and I'm working on it again, but isn't that like what you're supposed to do? It shouldn't be to a point where me and everybody are dying constantly and every boss turns into a 40 redo 40 fucking times. I spent 2 hours 2 fucking hours on one of the bosses. 3 different teams of people. That's how many times the people left. 3 different times. 3 different sets of people. Of 2. Not 1 person leaving. Both the people leaving. And then having to fucking redo the fucking boss again. Because, you know. Literally, you die for like the stupidest things. You die so damn fast now. These heroic strikes. And the team, it was the guy with the lasers. Those lasers literally kept wiping us out. All 3 of us at the same time. And you know, it would be one of those things where it's like for the stupidest little movement, we would die.
It's unsettling to know that the Vex have rebuilt all of this so quickly.
God fucking damn it. I seriously feel like Bungie doesn't even fucking play their games. Like, I seriously feel like they didn't even fucking test this shit when they let it out, you know? They were just like, you know what? Let's just fucking raise the difficulty. Fuck you. That's all. Fucks. Actually, I don't know. The bow and arrows, man. That's the thing. It's the fucking bow and arrows. I can't not want bow and arrows with this gunplay. But my main thing is, if bow and arrows count as this style of weapon, oh, there's no fucking way I'm even gonna think about purchasing bullshit.
But I can only do so much to keep a Vex mind in check.
They better make bow and arrows energy and kinetic. Like, bow and arrows better be energy and fucking kinetic weapons. Like, for the love of Christ, please do not put bow and arrows as, like, special weapons. so we only get like 3 fucking clips. Or you better get, you know what we'd get? We'd probably get like 21. There you go. The 21 shots of shotgun ammo I have is exactly how much fucking ammo they'd probably give you for the bow and arrow if they fucking make it a thing. And if anything, it'll be too strong and overpowered, and the plebbies won't be able to fucking own on fucking Crucible anymore because they're getting their asses kicked. So they'll have to bring it down for the plebbies, you know? That might happen too, but whatever. I really just hope they don't. You know what? It's Bungie. And they just got bought out by the Chinese. So, you know, that's my other reason for coming back. And this is the thing. People have been talking about negative channels are doomed. Because all they ever do is negative, blah, blah, blah. And in a way, they're right. If we keep stopping, if we don't play these games, if we keep saying we're never going to play these games or anything, you know, we are kind of doomed because Bungie's going to fuck up. We know that. And if we just stop playing the game, we won't be there when they fuck up. So, yeah.
Excuse us while we, kill them.
So why did it immediately kill him, and how? Can I just ask that? How did he die? What the fuck happened to him? You see what I'm talking about? That's the type. Whoa, that's not cool. That's not cool either. How the fuck did it know? That's not. Oh, that's even worse. Yep, there it is. See? One fuck up and it's over for you. And then it's over for everyone. And we get to do it again. Her fucking Raid Destiny 2 updates. Woo! Oh my god, I should. What the fuck did he do? Why? Why did he do that? What the fuck was he thinking? Wow! Wow! Why the fuck did he do that? Shit! Shh. Of course. Of course, you know. Again, having fucking mobs and the boss with boosted difficulty leads to this happening. Like I said, maybe 3 more fucking times. Not 2, of course not. Fuck you. Oh my god, I fucking hate this shit. Like, done with strikes. Done, until they fix it, I guess, which won't be until their access pass. You know, that's how they're gonna weed people out of fucking updates. Fuck. And the worst part about this is like, having heroic strikes at this level of difficulty makes normal gameplay feel like a goddamn cakewalk. I don't have my thingy. Give me my thingy. Holy shit. Wow, last Guardian standing already. You see what I'm talking about with this shit? And it's not like I can choose who the fuck I worked with. Like, my friend is at work. My other friend is very unreliable. The only 2 people I know who play this game on PC. Last time we invited him to a game, he just left randomly and started doing his own thing. Like, what is that? We set up a team. He fucking joins. And then he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And then he goes off and starts running his strikes by himself. I wonder how many more times we're gonna have to do this boss. Serious question. Serious question deserves serious answers. Of course. I don't even know where it did. Like, I don't know. Am I the only one who... I could have sworn he was somewhere else, because I didn't see him. Maybe he teleported back after fucking dying. Whatever. Whatever. Fuck me, right? Again, raise difficulty enemies so they fucking kill you in a few seconds. Like in the moment you Well, I guess I'm gonna run this like 17 more goddamn times. But I'm gonna go get some fucking snacks. And I don't give a shit if they leave at this point. I really don't fucking care. You know, I'm tired of fighting this boss. I'm getting some fucking snacks. And I'm gonna eat some fucking snacks and play this when I'm fucking ready to. You know, that's literally where you get with this game. You know how in fucking... Let me explain. The best way to put it, Dark Souls, you know how in fucking Dark Souls, you get to that point where it's like, when do you start running instead of playing the actual map because you're just so tired of redoing it? That's where I'm at with this game. I'm about running through the Dark Souls map instead of playing it. Point of aggravation. So I'm gonna go get my fucking snacks. And then I'm gonna play this game whenever the fuck I'm ready to pick it back up. Seriously spend more fucking time running strikes than I did in the fucking DLC. That shit's fucking... And that boss, we had to do it like 3 more times. Randomly. Died. Out of nowhere. Like, it had a big chunk of health, but I don't believe we hit it with anything, and that huge chunk of health just gone. I mean, if we could have done that much damage, you know, before, we should have probably killed it already, but I don't know what the fuck. The DLC has no fucking ending. Like, what the fuck? That cutscene. That was it? You fight the giant fucking worm. You're serious. That's fucking it. You just fight the giant worm. Like, what the fuck does a giant worm even have to do with the fucking thing? Like, that could have been side content. Like, serious. Why the fuck? You fight the giant worm for Rasputin. That's it. Spoilers alert. You fight a giant fucking worm. People don't already know. I'm doing the invisible accordion like Trump. You fight a giant worm, a big beautiful worm. See, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna fight a huge worm, big worm, gigantic worm, the biggest worm in the world. One of the biggest, beautifulest worms, bigliest worms ever. Biggest worm you'll ever see. That's how big a worm it is. It's the most beautiful worm I think I've ever seen in my entire life, matter of fact. Hugest, biggest, beautifulest, bigliest worm ever that you're ever gonna see. You fight the giant worm, and then that's it. It's like, that's it. It's nothing happens after that. Literally, that's it. At least that's what I got out of the story. You find Rasputin, and then you fight the giant worm. That's it. Am I supposed to look up the lore online? Whoa! Fucking game development. Like, I feel like they don't even fucking play this shit. I seriously feel like they don't play this shit. Like, seriously? What the fuck were they thinking? What kind of fucking drugs were they taking when somebody decided that? Let's raise the difficulty to a point where you have to rerun a goddamn boss 40 fucking times. Shouldn't we, like, test that out and see how it plays? No. That's why we have people buy the game. They test and play it, and then they bitch. and then we decide if we want to fix it or not. But we can always lock those fixes behind a paid expansion pass. So, depending on if we fix it or not, we will lock behind the paid expansion pass. Fuck you, give me money. This access pass is literally, if it is what I think it is, if it is what it says it is, at least is what it displays, it's pretty much, you'll be locked out of the updates and everything, and the events. That's what it'll be. It'll be another update lock where you don't even get, like, fixes anymore. You're just left behind because you didn't pay more fucking money. That's the biggest thing. I'm probably gonna, I don't want, like, that's when I'll probably stop playing this because I don't want to drop more money on this. Definitely another $70 fucking dollars. Maybe when it goes on sale. But no. Jesus fuck, 70 goddamn bucks. Like, shit. What's some of the best games out right now aside from Destiny? I can tell you that they're not asking $70 for their expansion. The only other fucking game I can think that's asking for huge bucks from their customers is Star Citizen. Which is a fucking shame because it's pretty good fucking beta or alpha, whatever you want to call it. It's really good considering the amount of, I guess, what would I call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Frame rate drop, there we go. It has a lot of frame rate drop. That's the biggest problem I have with the game. The frame rates drop like fucking crazy, and there's like no fix for it. But I mean, it's okay. But it seems like they're more into making spaceships that they can charge 27,000. It was, I believe, around 20,000 mark dollars for the complete cheat code pack. You know, and I've been wanting to talk about that for a minute, but it seems like everybody's jumping on the Star Citizen thing. You know, I got the game, and then found out that, damn it, they care more about their fucking spaceships than they do, you know, making money off these fucking spaceships than they do actually updating and fixing this game, it seems. At least, since these whales will pay. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. That's like the sad fate of games. Like, a lot of these games don't get finished because people just start throwing money at them in early access. Why the fuck should they finish it? Like, seriously, if I was making huge bucks off of an early access game that wasn't even finished, and people were just throwing millions of dollars at me, I didn't even need to fix it. People complain, but they're still paying for the microtransactions that I put in my early access game. If people were throwing money at me, why the fuck would I update that game anytime soon? That's the biggest thing. I wouldn't want to update that shit anytime soon. The longer it's not updated, the more potential for money, the more potential to monetize that shit. That's the best way to fucking put it. It's the more potential to get more fucking money from your customers, and that's literally what this new update's going to be. It's probably going to be the lockout of all future content for this game, and that'll be the biggest thing, even updates and shit like that. That'll be the full lockout for everybody, and unless you fork over another $70 to $80, you don't get to fucking join in on the kids cool. You don't get to be one of the kids cool unless you pay more fucking money. Like $70 to $80 for an expansion pass. And whatever that little elite package is, that extra pass on the fucking side. Like, some of these changes aren't bad. Like, I literally like some of the changes. The difficulty increase all the way up until the boss. Like, literally, the difficulty increase is fucking phenomenal. That's how I feel about it. It forces people to play the maps and not just run through them. Thank fucking Christ.
Back from the hunt, I see.
But aside from that, once you get to the fucking boss, that difficulty spike is fucking fucked. And here we have what literally this game has turned into for solo play. This is solo playing this game now. This is about the 5th time I've come over here. Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore if I die. I don't care. I'm just fucking running over now. I've died so many fucking times to these 3 enemies, I don't even want to fucking do this anymore. And they keep regaining their fucking health, don't they? Like, I don't do that now, do I? Nope, as soon as I lose it, it's gone. I have to keep running in and dying in order to get past these guys. I've used all my fucking special ammo on all the other harder enemies up to this point, and it hasn't handed me anymore, so, you know, game fucking design. Like, fuck, I should just make asset flips and post them on Steam since I really don't give a shit anymore. You know, it'd be so simple to make money nowadays. I think I'm gonna start making really offensive ass offset flips. Asset flips, there we go. I should probably just start making really, really, really offensive asset flips, because nowadays all people really care about is triggering the liberals. That's all really people care about in the gaming industry, it seems. Whether it impacts the gaming industry negatively, fuck that, who cares? Let's do what's triggering the liberals. That's all that matters nowadays. Like, fucking hell. I should really just make some of the most offensive games I possibly can with asset flips. Wow, this is so much fucking fun. And I know somebody's probably gonna be like, it's not intended to be done solo. Well, guess what? I have no fucking friends, so it's not like I have an option. Should I download the app and try to find some rando to do it with? Because that always works out so well.
Women! Ugh, can't stand women.
Really?
Don't care for men either. I don't like people in general.
Well, what about Mom?
Well, I love your mother, but don't tell her that. Who else? I would say that there's about 4 other people. Well, Terry Bradshaw, of course. There's a Metro-North conductor who's good. My cousin Eugene. No, that's it. I think that's it. I think 3. Yeah, I like 3 people. Andrew, did this talk help?